Yo.
Here we are again. Welcome back to the OJ Power Hour, episode 19. And we are here tonight, myself and Jay, to talk all about everyone's favorite team based event, Fall League. But
Woo,
before we get
woo.
to that, Jay, what you been up to lately? How are things, buddy?
Oh my goodness. It has been ridiculous. So, life is going like crazy. School started for me. We're in the middle of marching band season, and it's not called Bandtober for no reason. I know it's not October yet,
I
but it is.
was gonna say I don't think it's October yet, Jay, but that's
Close
okay.
enough.
It's okay. It's close enough. It's been busy. A lot of stuff going down. It's September. Everything's, getting cooler, getting nicer. Fall's coming. It's great up here. Loving it.
Nice.
There's been some work going on in the randomizer. There's been all sorts of fun stuff. We're still waiting for the conclusion of the Speed Gaming Live tournament. It hasn't happened
Mm-hmm.
yet to the best of my knowledge.
Don't believe
Looking
it
forward to
has.
looking forward to that. But we are here to hype up and talk about Fall League. That is right. It's gonna be a great evening of talking about everyone's favorite flag sets, everyone's favorite time of year, and going over all the teams and everything else.
It's league time.
Most certainly is. And we're looking forward to talking all about it.
Oh
So,
yeah. From someone who was you on the committee, sir?
yeah.
You helped make
Would you
some of
like?
these things?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I am completely and utterly prepared to be blamed for exactly 1 week that I have crafted that I have seen much talk about, and I am more than willing to sit here and partially defend it.
Oh, only
But
partially.
well, I mean, listen, there are some indefensible things that have occurred in some of
Fair.
these weeks that we won't talk about. I can talk, but I will give a little bit of background, some history about some stuff, and yeah. But first, before we get into that, maybe we should go over the teams that have signed up so
Oh,
far.
oh, oh. Bloop. I had that ready to
We
go.
still excellent. We still have there is still time, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
or we. So you
I
still
think
have some
there's still
time.
time until. Let me go back to that page since we just left it.
We
Looks
did
like team registration is until the
the
20th, so you
20th.
still got 3 more
So
days if you're interested.
and there are still people looking for groups. So I mean, one more person I believe will actually finish off another group, and we could have a. I believe that would be our ninth team.
I believe that's right. We'll have to count in
I
just a
think
few moments.
that's right. So yeah, you still have time. There will be a reveal stream on the 21st. So,
Mm-hmm.
but to be fair, anyone that can go look at the schedule and scoring can look at
Pretty
it, and you
much.
can see who's there. So we'll do a quick rundown of the teams as well. Yeah.
So,
So first team, we got the Merry Band of Misfits. That's gonna be your Dark Moon, Sir Linkalot, Kumo, Guardian Marcus.
woo woo.
First team to sign up, or first
Then
team in the list, I suppose.
Lefanian Fluffy Guild. Thanor,
Yeah.
Mechlin, Rax, and Softnum.
And we're back again. It's the new Bubble Soda Co. featuring Oslodo, not Oslodo, Windfox, and Ikir. That's right.
How come you play
Two.
twice?
Well, the more important question is how did I get my arch rival to join my team along with his teammate from the co-op? That's right. This
Fair.
this is, this is the Kraken O's and Team Biscuit teaming up to reform as the new Bubbles Soda Co.
Oh my. And then, of course, Fist. So we got Phyllis
Fist.
and Maddie, which, if you want to know how it's going through, Maddie, username's also Isabel, so that's the I.
That's
Sonny
the
and
I.
Tryhard.
Yep. Then we have the Make the Balls Bluey again. That's ADR. That's Ale. And that is not going to get confusing because I get them confused all the time because my dyslexic brain sees A's and just goes with it.
Yes, so do I.
As well as cute, very cute. As well as Budge Mono and Gouda.
And then Temple
Oh
of
boy.
Fiends, or Temple of Friends. Oh,
Friends.
Friends revisited. Alt Fiends enabled. AKA Death. Sorry. Shumbabi, Luffy, Pickles, and Woo.
Yeah, they picked up Woo Bear for this year. So, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Then we have the Mole Boy Will Do. That is Scar, Sorbius, Charlie, and the Fried Potatoes.
Noise. And
And
then
then, and
last, but
then,
certainly not least, we've got Trash
well, we're not,
Island Fire Department.
well,
What?
uh-huh.
Who?
Not,
Huh?
not,
Yeah?
not, not,
What?
not, not
What?
least. Okay.
What you got to say about that? Fizzle, Danny, Demon Frog, and some idiot.
Listen, you said it. I didn't. I'm not. I take no credit for that. I take no credit. But again, there is still time to sign up. Get your team name.
Hmm.
Get a nice banner out there.
There's also
We're all
scheduling stuff. So, like, if you've signed up for one of them, feel free to get on here, talk to Danny. We'll get scheduling going.
absolutely. Schedules actually looks pretty good. We got a
Yeah.
lot of great stuff coming.
And like we said, there's still plenty of time if you are interested in it. We still got 3 more days or so. Go ahead,
Sure
grab
do.
a team together, put your name in the looking for a group, and find a group.
I can confirm one more person who wants to play. A team can be formed with the people in there. There are one person short of a team. And to be fair, last year, the team that was kind of assembled at the last minute
Mm-hmm.
went to the semis. They
Yeah,
went
weren't they like
far.
called? Didn't they like name themselves the leftovers or
The
something? And they made it.
leftovers. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The leftovers. Yeah. And they did. They made it all the way. It's crazy. I love to see it. And yeah, Felson, the fluffy guild came because a bunch of ducks decided to make an all duck team. Yeah, I mean
Why
that's
not?
true. Hey, you know what? I mean, my first year was last year when I got picked up by Bubble Soda Co.
Mm-hmm.
Classic, and yeah, it was a great learning experience. And yeah, it's good to see the Ducks walking in there and taking the chance and racing some of these crazy flags. And yeah, they're crazy. They're not. For those that don't know, the Fall League is the time when we use our experimental flags. We do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not. There's always going to be something entertaining in these flags. That's for sure.
And we'll go over a few of them in just a few moments here, I'm
I
sure.
certainly will. Oh, we have tons of them to go over.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, if
but
you can take a look there at your weeks and everything that's going to happen. So week one's going to run 22nd, 28th, 29th to the 5th is week two. October the 6th to the 12th is going to be week three.
yep.
13th to the 19th is week four. There will be during that time four, count them, four races in that 1 week. So for those who haven't seen how Fall League works, is your team of four, everyone will have to take part in one of those
Mm-hmm.
races.
Yeah, you
With
basically divide it up among the week, and you say, you take the Tuesday race, you take the Thursday race, I'll take the Friday race.
Yep, yep. And yeah, but there are exceptions
Mm-hmm.
if something comes up and you don't have the ability, one of I believe up to twice per tournament you can have one of your teammates sub in.
Yeah, and it needs to
Oh,
be for a schedule reason. Talk with the admins, talk with everything else. We'll make sure that's okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk to the staff, talk to the admins, just kind of
Yep.
explain, hey, this is what's happening. And to be fair, I'm sure in most cases there will be no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is
Life
it's a
happens.
team event. We want to make sure that the team gets to play.
Exactly, exactly. And then you're gonna have the semifinals week, which will be the 20th to the 26th,
Yep.
and then the finals. The finals are always the same thing. That's always our relay.
It's
So you
such a
can't start.
fun, silly thing to watch. An eight
Yeah,
person stream.
yep. It is a pain to restream. I can say that much.
I might have to
I've never
try.
done it, but I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, I might have to try this year. We'll have to see how things are. That'd
Yeah,
be
we'll see.
fun.
But the way that one will work is you cannot start another teammate until you've finished off your first fiend.
Yep.
So that's
And
all.
all four of your team members are running at the same time, just that relay after each other. It's so great.
All right.
But basic. Make sure you read the rules and guidance if you're going to do it. This got me earlier, so please make sure that you come down here. You check out the league so that you kind of know what's going on. Something that is different for league is we do the bin or the bucket scoring system. So just kind of make
We
sure you
don't
got
call
an
it buckets
idea
anymore.
what's going
We
on there.
we stopped calling it buckets.
That's
We
what I
call them
called it
bins
years
now.
ago, and I learned.
I know. Yes.
And yeah, it'll tell you all about how to do the relay, how everything else goes. So here's just stuff if you need to know, if you need to go check it out, please do. It's all on the additional guidance page. What?
Well, nothing. I was just about to say welcome, welcome. Windfox, another member of the committee, has joined us for
Oh,
tonight. We're happy to have you back on again for a second time as one of the committee members.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No worries. So yeah, now that we got the league schedule underway, what say we take a look at what we got planned for these runners?
yeah, let's go check some things out here. So, week one.
Yeah. So
Gentlemen, you were in the room. What is this thing
we
about?
well, if I'm not mistaken, Winfox, you can correct me. This was a Maddie idea, was it not?
Yeah, this was one of Maddie's proposed flags. We kind of kicked back and forth. It was originally supposed to be a non-spoiler, then it was a spoiler, then it wasn't a spoiler, and then we decided to stick with the spoiler idea. So this is our spoiler week for the fall league.
Yep. Yeah, we this one was an original idea, if I remember correctly, and I do, because I remember having to fix it. It originally started off as World of Paper was no scripts on anything and low levels, but we discovered that there was no way the randomizer would allow you to take the scripts off of the fiends or war mechs. So maxing out
Ah.
at level 16, generally speaking, means you're probably gonna die to the first big nuke.
Mhm.
So we kind of we kind of set that one aside for a while, and then I thought to myself, well, you know what, I can fix this. I might be able to make this work. Let's make it work. So I sat down for a couple of hours one night, and I was like, okay, I think I have this coded. And then I tested. I was like, there, done. It'll work. And it was what? It's like, yeah. In the beta flags, you can now turn off all the fiend scripts. So yeah, it's basically it had not originally, like Windfox said, been a spoiler week. I don't remember when that was added in. Do you?
Um, I remember at one point we were discussing. It was specifically me pushing really hard for a team-oriented week.
Mm-hmm.
I proposed some sort of co-op, another multi-world kind of style thing, and we decided to settle on this spoiler idea where teams are given 40. It was either 24 or 48 hours. We decided on 48 hours
Mhm.
before your race. You get your seed and your flag and your spoiler log to
Yep.
discuss with your team. How best to play the seed, how to route the seed, things like that. So this
Yeah.
was more or less the team-oriented week, along with spoiler coming back.
Yeah.
It's
And
fun. We've done a test of this one or two, and just all the team looking together and like, no, I think you need to go this way. No, you go this way. No, take this. Yeah, it was great.
And one thing that I am very happy, and once again, this is a big shout out to Wildham who fixed it, is that the V2 spoilers will
Mhm.
actually work in 4.8.4, which we will be moving the Fall League
Yeah.
flags to that, just because there are a couple of critical bug fixes that had to be done.
Yep. It's not that way yet on the wiki, but it will be that way soon.
No, it's not yet, because there's a slim chance that some flags might not translate. We
Mhm.
had that problem the first time because only week two was done in beta, and weeks 3, 1, and 4 were done in the previous version. And
Right.
one particular flag changed, and it became something else, and that that made a mess of things.
But yeah, looking at it here, the goal looks pretty normal. It's long Topher, nothing too crazy here. Like you expect just to go fight all four fiends and go so far. What are we looking at scaling wise? Not bad.
No, we dropped the. I believe it was Maz's idea to drop the HP down separately.
Yeah. I honestly didn't even notice that when we did our test of it. HP's like averaging 40%.
Yep.
Nice. Encounter rate, but again, it's being spoiler week, you're probably going to find a way around
Well,
that.
you'll
Yeah.
know where to go.
Deads gain XP. Like, do you remember talking about that at all?
If I'm not mistaken, that was added in so that you couldn't just dan your whole party and
Mhm.
then just funnel XP into one. Not that it would matter though, because again, you're hard capped on your level.
Yeah, max level is 16, I think you said.
We didn't change that, did we, Winfox?
I know what is pulled up on stream is the final iteration that I had
Okay.
rebuilt,
Yeah.
so it should be 16.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get down there in a second. But
Yeah, everything else is pretty basic. It was basically the initial thing was just what Maddie called it was the world of paper. Everything is
yeah,
paper thin, and you're just going right through it. So that one just took a little bit of time to actually get the code to do what we wanted it to do.
15 items, 20 or 15 locations, 23 items. Like obviously spoiler week, you get to know where everything is, but
Yep.
what was the point about like having what is that, 8 loose?
Hmm.
You have the spoiler log, so you know where it is.
I think it was done that way on purpose. Maddie would know for sure,
Mhm.
but if I recall correctly, it was one of those things where maybe your spoiler log tells you that you don't need the floater. Maybe you know,
Right.
maybe it tells you that the floater is early, but the canoe is late. You know, but
And
I can't
again,
remember exactly.
spoiler, so you're going to kind of know where you want to go or whatnot. So, this could
Yeah,
mean that maybe you don't need to go to Astos because it just has the white shirt and you were going to take white mage or need it anyway.
very true, very true. And yeah, I believe we chose 16. I think Windfox, you said 16 because that gives you charges at what, level 5 or
So
6?
if I remember correct, the original proposal was 15,
Yes,
and then
it
it got
was.
bumped up to 24, and I had said that's too high.
Mhm.
And then I reverted back to 16 because at level 16 is when the red mage slash red wizard gets a single charge of level 6 magic.
That's it.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah. I remember specifically that we wanted to be able to have them be able to cast at least some decent spells in case things ended up high.
Yeah, just be locked out of 7 and 8, basically.
You are totally locked out of 7 and 8, which could be really bad if that's fast, temper, quad X, anything that you
Uh,
really, really want.
this is just me not knowing because I haven't checked it. Do we have the magic blessings on? Could you get level 8 spells if they get, like, life and battle, or not life and battle, but, like, life spells or something?
You're talking the innate magic? You'd
Yeah.
have to, I
I
think.
mean, we can go look
Yeah,
in a second. I've got it pulled up,
yeah. We'll
but
have to check down the blurstings. I can't remember. I think
so
so, though.
there could be a fun way that you're only locked out of level 7.
Potentially.
Yeah, assuming if
Potentially.
they roll nuke or
Mhm.
elemental plus, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we didn't do any.
Okay.
We didn't no shuffling because that just seemed to be a bad idea.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy here. Bahamut's Horde was an interesting one to see on.
Yeah,
Again,
because
no.
because the docks are on. The
Yeah.
Bahamut dock is on, so you can just walk in there and talk to him.
And knowing that the spoiler log is there, you kind of like, okay, so just go to
Hmm.
Bahamut to grab things.
Hmm.
Let's see. Nothing else too crazy here. Coming into treasures and freebies. Normal. Nothing too crazy looking here.
Yeah, free bridge. There's no Masa and there's no
No
Excal.
Excal. Oof. Oof. Shop shuffle. Not including our magic shops.
Correct.
All magic is
Ta-da!
vanilla.
Is
Magic is vanilla.
vanilla.
So no need to worry about anything rolling up there, but it does mean that you need to be your early stages might be a bit spotty.
Yeah, I remember getting a lot of use out of Lit 2.
Yeah.
If I remember correct, this version of the flags actually does have improved elemental magic on.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I think that was a gift. It's like, yeah, we don't need this to be a mess. And yes, the legendary item shop is on.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to see. Always
You
sells
just gotta.
cabins or houses and sells at least 2 additional items?
Hmm.
Okay.
But I will never sell you the shop item.
Yeah. Let's see
So,
what else we got. Yep, there's your
life.
improved normal levels.
Yep. With the 300 threshold, soft in battle, life 1
Yep.
and life 2 are on. Best of luck.
Let's.
Um,
No unrunnables. This is that new flag you were talking about.
yep. That's the one that I had to go into the code itself and figure out a way to make it do what I wanted to do. Shout out to
And
Dark Moon for the great little
the best
blurb there.
comics. The best little comics. I love it.
He's
It's a
very good
little
at
bit
it.
hard through Steam or through stream here, but go look at it sometime. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, so
specifically asked for something about that to be a little funny, and he did that, and all the shout outs to him for that. But yeah, that flag will remove all the boss's scripts. They have nothing but punch, which means it's great for something like carry.
mhm.
Horrible for Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken is going to punch.
Kraken's gonna kill any white mage it sees.
Well, that's just a normal Kraken.
True enough.
Okay, otherwise, enemies shuffled. We're all good here. Everything's like normal. Early
Yep.
spoilers.
Yep. We don't. Yeah. I mean, no recruitment.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Full party. Do what you want.
Yep, you got everything to go, so just go.
the 120 thief, and there is the
Yeah.
innate magic, and the innate magic bonuses on with 3 bonuses and no malices. So it is quite possible that you will end up, and it might be a consideration when you take your party to take something that has access to level 8 magic, because you're not getting it any other way.
Right. Yeah, that could come in clutch later. But something I noticed right here, Black Belt Master +3/+4. Promoting to the Master is going to make more sense.
Yeah, but I can't remember. Was that a leftover Windfox of some of the
I
other flags we pitched?
I don't remember that one specifically.
Yeah.
We'll have
I
to talk to
I
Maddie later.
I think that one was just turned on and we just mostly ignored it.
Yeah. I think our logic behind ignoring it was, by the time you find the tail and get to Bahamut, I mean, if you really want the promotion that bad,
Right.
you'll go get the promotion right away.
Well, and it's not like you're taking a black belt up to 42.
Yes, correct. You're never going
So,
to do that. Which leads us to this. Your MP max is capped.
yeah. You're capped
4
at
and
4
1.
and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which at level 16, you'd be capped at 1 anyway.
You would.
So-
would. Assuming, but that's the thing. Remember, you only gain charges on odd levels.
Yeah, so you would have to
Starting
you
at
would
15.
have to promote before 15.
Yes. You have to promote at 14, then gain your level 15 to get your one and only charge.
Oof.
Blame Maddie.
I love it, but oof. Okay,
you
starter
get your-
pack, nothing too crazy.
And there's your refresh, your flare, your black, and your guard.
Yep. Which, just for
So-
anyone who doesn't know about it, the refresh is basically a free heal 3.
Mhm.
The black was really interesting to play around with. Like, cast Bane.
But remember, you can use it on your own party members.
Yeah. And it also
useful in
has
this flag
rubs
set at all.
accuracy. So it's a lot less. Yeah. And what did we say the others were?
That's going to be guard and flare.
And
Flare
flare.
casts a weak. Flare is a weaker version of nuclear. It's nuclear toned down, and
Okay.
guard will be a free fog too.
Okay. Fun
I
fact, you can kill all 4 of your party members outside of combat.
I did not know that it would soft lock. I knew you could do it. I just never did it.
Oh, that's
I think it's fun. I think it's funny that when you use a black, the prompt is "Who needs some love?"
Love it. But we also get like randomized high rollers, so you get lots of items, or you can get lots of items to start with here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably enough to last you through the game. Normal
Yep,
shops,
and
legendary
those-
shops. Yep.
-2 to +3 for both your weapons and your armor. We've increased the elemental damage because, well, you're not going to have the X-Cal to do the work for you.
Yeah, anytime you don't have that X-Cal, it's really nice to have that increased bonus.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room here.
Windfox, did you remember us putting that on? Because I don't.
Oh, I do.
I vaguely remember the conversation, but if you turn it off, it breaks the seed.
Oh, no. That was a bug that got fixed in one of the things. That was the new alt chaos theme writing to the same memory bank that that it used.
I love it.
No, Meridian fixed that quite quickly when I kind of started pestering him. Shout
Yeah.
out to Meridian for doing that. But yeah, no, that's
This-
been fixed. That's been fixed.
This makes spoiler week really interesting, in my opinion, because like you can really hyper analyze the seed if you want to.
Absolutely.
Set RNG, it's going to do the same thing every single time. How detailed do your notes get? Yeah.
That's cute. You think I'm taking notes? Wing it.
Oh, but anything else in here you're interested in?
Scroll down.
Looks like it's
'Cause
all
there's everything-
pretty
Everything else
basic
there is
stuff.
pretty good. Everything there is pretty good. The auto retargeting is on.
The new auto retargeting is on, so if something happens there, you've got it going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing in beta.
Nothing
flags.
else. Yep. That is going to be your World of Paper Week 2, brought to you by the group
Week 1.
and mostly Maddie.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll have to.
All right, let's go to the elephant in the room.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Week 2. This one brought to you by Oslodo. Oslodo, nobody wants him rolling seats.
Okay,
Welcome
so
to.
before we get behind this, what was your thought process with this chaotic
Okay,
mess?
originally, this was going to be called Blame Ale. I had because during Lefanian Ladder Season 2, Ale was in the final race, which had 2 orb specific, and he didn't actually go to the orb. He just killed 2 fiends and got lucky.
Yep.
So the initial plan for this was it was going to be a 2 orb specific, no spoilers. So have fun. Roll the
Oh,
dice and see what you got. That did not go over well
no, please,
at,
no.
at all.
I loved it.
I know.
No.
I thought it was funny because I wanted something because and now Fizzle's point, which was valid, was it is very, very heavy on luck.
Mhm.
Very heavy on luck. So we kind of made some compromises. We decided that we were going to change some stuff up. Thank you. Again, it is delightfully sadistic. And again, it was going to be called Blame Ale because it's the kind of thing Ale would do.
That's the kind of thing Ale did.
It is exactly. He's not in chat, but when he watches this back, he'll laugh because
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I told him that it was based on what he did. Anyway, so the initial thought was that, and then it was decided, no, that's too crazy. So we decided, or I decided, to do some alterations. So it is 3 orbs specific with orb spoilers turned
Mhm.
on. It is a mid toph with 2 paths,
Yeah.
which is going to be interesting to see. So
So you only,
you have the option.
yep, only have to fight 2
Um,
of them.
depending. The scaling is pretty not
Pretty
that bad. The only
okay.
thing
Yeah.
I turned the HP scaling up because we didn't want it to feel easy.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I gave them just a little bit more HP, so they're gonna have slightly
just
over just normal HP.
yep. And the encounter rates, I'm never good with encounter rates, so it kind of went to 3.7 and 5.7. This next part though is the part that a lot of people are stumbling over. The
Oh,
XP. No. Scroll
oh
back
no,
up, my friend.
XP.
You missed the scaling. The progression is 12.5% per orb.
Right.
That can make grinding a bit of a problem.
This isn't
Bit
the
of a
part
thing.
that gets me. This
Oh,
is
I
the
know the
part that
part
gets
that
me.
gets you. So let's scroll down to incentive items and locations. Let's talk
let,
about
let,
this.
let's have a little conversation here, so.
Okay, so originally this did not look like this. It was tri-state, Earth, volcano, sea, and sky. That was
Ooh,
the original thing. Originally, it was all fiends tri-state with 2 orbs, and you didn't know which one it was.
how many
Hence the
loons?
term. At the time, only 2.
Okay.
Hence the term blame ale. So what we decided to come up with as a compromise is that we would go the 3 dungeons that generally speaking are or the 3 areas that are not chest dense and they're quick. Ice Cave, Marsh, and Titans. Very easy to find.
Right.
If you find the chest in the vanilla location has the item, that's it. You're out of the dungeon because there are no loose incentivized dungeons. If it's not, then maybe there is a loose in there somewhere. You just don't know. Other than that, the only other tri-state is the Cardius because again,
Yeah, that's pretty quick and
you
easy.
can you can get there quick.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a post-rod Earth, a random sea, and a random sky and Sky Palace.
Mhm.
Volcano turned off because no one likes Volcano.
The only one that I'm
So
kind of interesting on, or like that kind of gets me, is the Titans, because you have to have the
mhm.
ruby to do it.
You do have to
So
have the ruby. It might be required. You just don't know.
yeah, for what, 4 chests? 5?
For 4 chests, that
4.
may or may not include anything. All
And
right,
then
so
21 to 24 items with okay, this why tri-state the items?
Because, okay, the ribbon and the power staff are on there because everyone deserves to have a ribbon.
Mhm.
And the power staff being the roo stick, that's going to be important. I
Right.
don't want to leave anyone without a roo stick because now, if you're interested to go looking for the defense sword, you can go look for it. It's out there
Right.
somewhere, maybe. Same with the opal bracelet. The katana I tri-stated because it's like there are two in the game, one that you will normally run into and one that you may run into.
Right.
The Vorpal is incentivized because it's the best sword in the game and it has to be incentivized, so it's going to always be there. And the hint givers
And
are turned on. So you can use the hint givers to give you some idea of where you
yeah.
need to go. Most importantly, you will note the floater, while checked, is gray. That
Whoop.
is because you do not need it. You will
Free
start with
airship.
a free airship. So
Yep.
you have the ability to check every hint giver in the game and get your items as quick as possible. This is one reason why I tri-stated some things because this is going to basically be you coming down to routing. How do
Mhm.
you want to hit these locations as quickly and efficiently as possible? Do you want to check the hint givers? Do you want to just immediately go to Sarda and the Sages and the Cardias? So, see, there it
Oh,
is. They made it to the
okay.
finals. I
Nice.
told you they went far. Anyway, there are no basic overworld edits that anyone cares about because
Hey,
guess what? You have a ship.
there are no
Yes,
northern docks, despite the fact that I got 90% way through a seed. Thought northern docks were on, and they weren't.
yes, Woo Bear. A lot of people are saying the XP is going to be the hard mode because
Yeah.
now one thing I will point out, and I think some people have already discovered this, just because you don't need to kill Lich doesn't mean you shouldn't.
If you
You're
need to
because
go
you're going to
down there
have to
for
go
the item, yeah.
post rod. You're close enough to him. If you want the extra 12.5%, it's there for you.
And with
But
that
that's your decision.
scaling, you might want to.
Exactly, Woober. That's exactly
Exactly.
what yeah. There's a lot of people have discovered that too. There's nothing you got Proc Jump Waterfall. Most important is the Hall of Dragons.
Yes.
Now there's a reason for that, and that is because normally the Hall of Dragons will contain Tia. Because spoiler, alt fiends are on, it's going to contain whatever the alt fiend in Tia's location is.
Hmm. So you can kind
Which
of
can
get an idea of
be,
what you might see.
yes, it could be very fun.
Yeah.
Especially if the encounter table is cruel. And I have played some Siege where it has been very cruel.
Speaking
Um,
of cruel, confused old men. Love it.
Windfox, back me up on this.
I love
Confused
it.
old men. It's great. It's great.
100% best
I
flag.
actually love it too,
Exactly.
so you know. Not best flag, but I love it.
Oh no, not all the alt fiends. That would be, oh, that'd be
We'll,
way too much. That'd
we'll
be,
get there in a
uh,
second. Yeah.
yeah. So we do have vampire attacks random town because
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. You have an airship. You can go wherever you want to go.
Yep.
So all this is pretty much the same. Nothing
Nothing too
major there.
crazy here. This is the
Free,
big one.
there's your free airship. You're guaranteed the free airship. The Masa is also guaranteed. It is home, so it will be on both the air
Yep.
floor and the sea floor. And Warmech is guarding it. Have fun.
And that is the thing to remember with the two paths is that if you don't see sky floor, it's on the sea floor also.
Exactly. So and I believe that was done. That was done on purpose to make sure that you always had a chance to find it.
Yeah. Shot
There's nothing
shuffle,
major
but again,
that
magic.
that should be turned on.
That
But anyways,
I don't skit. Yeah.
that should be
Or no,
turned on.
it's magic levels.
There it is. Yeah, magic
Yeah,
level
yeah, wrong
shuffles
one.
are on.
I was on
There
the
it
wrong
is.
one.
There it is. There you go. Only life one in battle, but all the
Mm-hmm.
improvements are turned on. We don't have any generate new spells. There will be unrunnables.
Low
Between
percentage, but there will be.
low percentage. Low percentage. I'm not cruel. The
Eh,
scripts are shuffled. Nothing major there. Um, Nothing major. Okay, here it is. So
there
the
we go.
alternate fiends. So 5 and 6 are on guaranteed. One bonus is tri-stated. So there is a chance you will see Hooray, Bubbles, Cope, um, a lot of those fun fiends. Now I will note there have been adjustments to the alt fiend scripts.
Yes.
I have removed ruse from it as this is the first time that alt fiends have really got a good bake in, a real good testing.
Mhm.
Like Chanigan tested a lot of them when they came out because he wanted to see, but this is the first time multiple people have run them
Right.
all at once. And the feedback has come in to basically say, Ruse, way too powerful. Yes,
Yeah.
if you have lock or lock 2, it is helpful, but there's no guarantee you're going to see it. So we have kind of dumbed that down a
Yeah.
bit. So when we move over to 4.8.4,
Oof.
that it's 4 locks to get through a ruse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We understand now. It was put in there because again, it was never used in the vanilla game. I wasn't really sure how it would work. We now
And
know
it
it is
didn't. Yeah.
it's far too powerful. Yeah, Ruse is gone from everyone. It is gone. The bug with bubbles, that was due to turning on what flag was it? That was the spell shop shuffle. The original way
Mhm.
the randomizer did it was it would look to where the vanilla location was supposed to be for that spell, and it would grab whatever was there instead. That's why
Got it.
bubbles end up with fade. That's Wildham has fixed that one. That was one that I figured out. I figured out what went wrong, and then went to him and was like, "Help, please, please."
Speaking of that fade, I found a second boss with fade.
Yes,
Ooh.
there is another one. There is a second one that was added. It was specifically requested by Darkmoon. There is another one. See if you can find it.
I'll have to go find this now. But
Eh,
speaking of pains in the neck, fight Bahamut and possibly a buffed Bahamut?
There will be a Swole Bahamut, maybe. Otherwise, straight Bahamut.
Yeah, but
So,
after you go through Hollow Dragons and possibly
mm-hmm,
fight Tia.
mm-hmm. Well, whoever Tia's replacement is. It could
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
Bubbles
yeah.
for all you know. Should be hilarious.
Be awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Because again, you have the opportunity to go there as soon as you find the tail.
Yeah.
I don't know classic gamer. I don't know what this Tia is. It's just
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
old school. But yeah, we definitely wanted something. Okay, the party composition. This is where it gets even more fun. So it is a draft. You're guaranteed a fighter and you're guaranteed a red mage. As for anything else, who knows? You will
All
not see,
tri-state except for the black belt.
but we are allowing recruitment, not tavern recruitment, NPC and fiends. And the black belt is tri-stated there. So maybe. Yeah, there's been several
Yep.
fighter red mages only, but again, the offset being you have the airship. You can go and find hopefully the recruits that you're looking for.
Okay, so question just because I don't know. Will it do the tri-state for each of the slots? Or will it just do one?
For the initial recruitment,
Right. So
it's
like
tri-state. So
can
if it
slot
doesn't show
one
up,
have different ones than two?
no, no,
Okay.
it's a draft. So the draft will basically say, here's what you have. You have 8 of them. Pick what you want,
Got it.
or pick what you have. But again, this wasn't done this way. Originally, they were gated by the fiends only.
Mhm.
But again, we kind of figured that was a little too
Sadistic.
extreme. Why does everyone use that word? Anyway, your
Oh,
balancing is kind of the same. Your thief is only at
yeah.
50.
Thief's a little low,
You
but we kind of got used to a little buff thief, so it's fine.
Yeah. Your MDef is vanilla. There will be no changes there. You do get 2 bonuses, 1 malice, and
Yep.
you will start with a key item. So that's another thing. Picking up new characters with key items is
Mm-hmm.
going to be important.
Similar if you
So,
guys watched any of the Speed Game Live, like the
yes.
online ones. Similar to that, like you may want to pick up that character just because they have the Oxyale and I don't know where it was.
Can you see why this was initially called Blame Ale?
Let's see.
So yeah.
Continue on. This one's an interesting one. We've talked about this.
Knight level 4. So what this will do is Knight will learn charges in level 4. Once again, maximum up to 4.
Mhm.
1 level 4 spell slot will be available to them. Now, this could be garbage or it could be critical. I have seen a couple of runners that have streamed where that ended up being Cure 4, Life, or Heal 3.
Yep.
It can make a difference, and when it does, it is huge. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
I think the one that we played the other day, it was like what, A Fire or something.
Yeah, it was garbage. It was
Yeah.
total trash.
Okay,
Yes, you can always call it Blame Oslo, though. You get one random AoE caster item to start. I'm not
Yep.
that cruel. Although originally it was a random caster item, so you can end up with a heal stick. Yeah, with everything else in level 4 being great. Yep. Nothing major changes here. Your armor is going to be better than your weapons. Your
Yeah,
armor only goes to
I
-1.
just noticed that, so that's not too
Yep.
bad.
Nope. You guaranteed to have the ruse item, of course. Your
Plus
critical,
30.
yep, the usual. I did not turn set RNG on. I am not cruel. Not that cruel.
But looks like you. Oh no, never mind. That's
No,
adjustments.
I didn't. No, I didn't put
Yep,
the
yep.
fix the missing entry in either. I didn't do that. Of course, all the usual stuff. The buy
All the
quantity is
usuals.
on.
Retarget's not this time.
Not on. Int is on though. I did turn
Yeah.
int effect spells on. Oh, and one more thing you kind of skimmed over that many people have.
Whoop.
In battle poison damage is 12.5% of your current HP.
Yes. So
Yes.
using that poison or getting poison is a lot more dangerous than it used to be.
Yeah, poison is going to be a bit more of an issue, which would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is one of the ones that has been run quite a bit by quite a number of people. I've learned quite a lot from the feedback, and I have taken some of it to heart to fix some issues that were outstanding.
But week
Yeah.
3, whose baby
Yeah.
was this one?
Is that yours, Windfox?
This is Dark Moons.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
yes, I thought yes. So not Mr. Not on the committee is now lost that title. He's on the committee.
Yeah. Make sure I grab the right seat here. So I get for opening too many tabs.
It's always what we all get for opening too many tabs.
Okay, so let's go through this one just a little bit quicker here, but alternate boss double dragons. That's one you don't see very often.
Nope. And
Short Topher.
we'll get back to that in a minute. Continue.
Uh-oh.
He also turned the chaos floor encounters on just so everyone sees it.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Could be worse. That's no you don't want to see that though. But anyways,
4 orbs.
prices.
Yep. Prices are expensive.
Yeah, I think I've run this a few times. Windfox, I think you and I have run this a couple of times and found some of the pricing gets kind of ludicrous.
I ran one yesterday where houses were 4,600.
No, thank you. I'm priced out of that market.
I'll say, what housing market is this in?
Nova Scotia, but let's not go there.
Got.
Now there is no overworld.
Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's no overworld encounters.
Interesting. There's no dungeon encounters. Okay.
Nope, there's nothing. So the only way you're gonna get stuff, well, can you take a random guess?
Trap tiles. Wait. Yeah, so does that mean the chaos floor encounters are nothing?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's why I pointed it out because it's there. He put it on and then chose to remove all the encounters anyways.
Oh, excuse me. Ouch. Darkman's gonna kill me by proxy here. Oh,
Not your fault.
I love it. 50% per orb, though.
He was kinder than I was.
No incentivized, no nothing. This is Chaos Rush all over.
Yeah, I think it was Woo Bear. We had to. I think it might have gotten removed due to that. There's your Northern Docks, Jay.
No.
Are you happy now?
Northern Docks, Bahamut Docks on, early open progression, nothing too crazy. It is an entrance shuffle. Okay.
But it is not deep.
Yeah, so this is just going to be, all the stuff will just be there. It just might be, you get Dwarves in Matoya, and you might get Earth Cave in Northwest Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Bahamut's Horde, nice to see, especially with that Bahamut dock on. All the early items, nothing too crazy here. Trying to go too fast through here, but...
Well, I mean, to be fair, there are trap treasures. It's always key items and trap treasures. Always.
Okay. Good to see. So yeah, if you see a trap treasure, because it looks like they are marked, so take all the X's.
Yep.
And hope you can beat it.
Yes, there was one seed where the first trap chest was 4 airs. It was brutal to get through.
But we're including elite and caster gear in our item shops.
Yep.
Or weapon shops, sorry.
I think ribbons are one of the most sought after things in those shops.
Are we going to be able to see like nuke gauntlets though?
No.
Okay,
No,
we took out the big ones.
That would have to be changing the caster items, and I don't think that he did that.
Got it.
We'll find out very soon.
Yeah. But we've got on some of the normal stuff here. Life 1 only in battle.
Approved.
Hey, there's no unrunnables. I wonder why.
Because there's nothing. He did turn on the B-side formations, though.
Yep. So we got B-side trap tiles, which is where you're going to be getting most of your XP from. So look for that 3-eye grind.
Meanwhile, here's where it gets fun. So you remember when Double Dragons was turned on? It ain't Carrie and it ain't Tia. It's going to be from the FF1 Fiend pool only.
It's going to be 2 random fiends. Okay.
Well, no, it'll be 2 random fiends.
It'll be Carrie and Tia, but it'll be
Carrie
random because it's mixed up.
Yeah. So, yeah, this will be a fun one to watch. And as Woo Bear said, this can be a pretty brutal thing to run into. Bubbles and Hooray Dwarf is entirely possible that you can get both.
Looks like it's a pretty standard party comp. You can take whatever. Tavern recruitment mode is on, so take your party. If you don't like it, change it later. Good Thief. Let's see. Improved Harm, nothing too crazy. Blurstings 2 and 1. Magic bonus is on. Key items is not.
I was the only one that used them, I think.
Yeah.
Windfox might have. Nothing changes there.
Nothing changed here. No starting equipment. Blurst is 3 to 5.
Guaranteed ruse only.
Looking down here, nothing too crazy there.
Nope.
Nothing too crazy here.
That's it.
Set amount 3. Is that the normal?
Yeah. Okay. 3 is the normal.
And nothing too crazy. So, basically, go kill your fiends and go.
We'll basically pop your trap chests, kill your fiends, and go.
Because it is still all 4 orbs required. So you gotta go find your stuff to get through all 4. But, yeah.
The best part about that is that you have to refight all the fiends, then go fight 2 of them again.
Oh, yeah. Had to find the 4 also, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, then. Well, if that's the case, then, Mr. Week 4.
This was my brainchild.
What was your thought process behind this?
So this was a flag set from the Lithanian ladder that Fizzle had created. In the middle, I decided just to have him create me the most spiciest toxic flag set ever.
Oh no.
And I solo ran it, and I loved it so much, so I said, "Hey, Oslato, let's have fun."
Yep, it was. We ran the original one, me and him, and I remember reading it being like, "You're out of your mind."
Well, let's see.
But I did it. Well, it's been changed since then. I'll let Windfox explain, but it was changed.
Yeah, so this is a very much nerfed version of those original flags. So we start off. You see, it's a long tover, the standard. There's no alt fiends in this flag set at all. Don't have to worry about alt fiends, no alternate bosses. But it is shard hunt.
It is a shard hunt, and it's randomized.
It is a randomized shard hunt. The original flags was all 36.
Yep.
Okay.
And
yep.
Oh.
Shop prices. Shop prices. We got supermarket sweep turned on this one.
Yep. Okay.
Everything's free.
Everything is free. Nice.
Yep.
Yes.
That was the way it was in the original, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. So all your items, all the weapons, if you want to buy weapons, I guess for your black belt, have fun.
That I remember that being part of the original flag. It's like, you got 6 X-Cals. That's great. What am I going to do with them?
Nice.
Your scaling is for the most part standard, except boss scaling has been cranked up a bit because you have a black belt.
Well, boss HP scaling, like the boss stats are fine, but
yeah.
Oof.
The original flags, the boss stats were 200 to 300, and the HP was 500%.
Yep, it was mandated at 500. Because I remember looking at that and thinking, this is insane. How long is it going to take me to kill imps?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But it has been scaled down a bit for the sake of the league. The original flag set had overworld and dungeon encounters at 0.01. They've been
Oh, wow.
normalized.
Yeah.
They have been normalized.
Thank you for giving us plus 100 gold.
Yes. You notice how XP scaling is 20% Brian instead of the standard 10%?
Mhm.
Because I decided I didn't want the black belt grinds to take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Now they're only going to take like 5 minutes.
Oof. XP chest,
Uh,
20% of them.
XP,
Nice.
yep, XP 20%. Standard amount for those. All incentives, if they're in a dungeon, they are random.
Okay.
So you need to dive your dungeons.
And random pre-rod for that earth.
Yes.
So you could have the rod locked in Earth Cave.
Ugh.
Yeah, incentives pretty much normalized.
Mm-hmm. Defense sword, power gauntlet, white shirt, and ribbon.
The standard. The original flag had defense sword turned off.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
I decided to be nice and turn it back on, at least for this flag set.
Start looking at some game mode and overworld though. What in here? Oh, shuffled chime access. That's just rude. I love it.
Yeah, so obviously early open, extended open, docks turned on. You're welcome, Jay, for the northern docks turned on.
Thank you. Thank you.
The shuffled chime access, there's a reason for that a little bit further down when we get into the mapping part of it. We do have entrance and town shuffle.
Yep.
Yeah. Include dead ends and mix all entrances together. So you could enter a town and find a dungeon. You could enter a dungeon and find a town.
Yep.
Yes. So I know most people are thinking this is going to take an hour and a half. Most of my practice seeds with these flags took me about 50 minutes. They're not as bad as they look.
No,
Yeah.
they're really not.
Well, you don't
Compared to
have
the
deep
compared to the
on.
original.
Yeah, it's not deep towns. It's not deep Topher. There's no floor shuffle. It's going to take you a minute to like, okay, wait a minute. Matoya's now Earth Cave. But then you'll remember it after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Notes.
Notes. I thought you said you didn't do those.
Not when it comes to some things, but when it comes to floor shuffle, absolutely.
Titan Strove, Bahamut's Horde. Looks pretty good.
Confused old man.
Woo!
Best flag.
Now, this is the flag I like to see. Not usually on a black belt seed, but better trap chest.
Yeah. That was in the original. I remember that.
Yeah, there's nothing like stepping on trap tiles and then opening up the chest and it was a Masa +3.
Well, Masa might be okay.
No, it was worse when it was Next Cal +5.
Say, yeah, X-Cal or like Dragon Armor.
Dragon armor. Yeah, I remember doing that a number of times. I think when we did this in ladder, I ended with like 3X cows and I threw them all out the window in sky.
For this flag, I actually did in the original flags. The tail was not removed. I actually decided to remove the tail on this one.
Okay.
And the masa.
And the
and
Masa.
the Masa, because they would have been back in the pool. There's a very specific reason why a little bit later.
Okay. Shop shuffle. Everything here looks great. Magic levels. Back to life one only in battle, of course.
Yep.
Improve
magic
fire
looks great.
eyes. Yep. All normal stuff. What is this here?
It's called removing stuff.
This was. You have a black belt. Why would you need weapon and armor?
So wait, everything is free, but you can't buy anything anyway.
Well, you can. You just can't buy weapons or armor. You can buy items. You can buy magic to a small degree.
Remove 80% of it. You get what? One spell per level?
Yeah.
I was laughing.
No, I'm laughing because Windfox turned one thing off that was on in the original that I knew wasn't going to fly, but I wasn't sure if he still had it on.
Are we there yet?
Oh, yeah, it's right above it.
What, the
Yep.
spell?
Yep. When we
I-
ran it in ladder, that was on.
I love it.
I wanted that to remain on so bad,
I knew
but
you'd.
Fizzle said, "No way in
Yeah.
bleeping bleep is that going to stay on."
Yeah, I knew he would be against that one. But when we
Like-
did it the first time, the first spell that I saw, because if I remember correctly, weren't these were hidden flags when we did them? No, they weren't.
No, they were hidden from me when I originally
Yes.
ran it.
And
And
I didn't really look at it that closely.
Yes, that
So
idea fizzled out.
when the first spell came out and it was a whole jumble, I was like, what?
XZQR.
Yeah, what is the number 4 doing in there? And
That's
I
awesome.
asked Fizzle about that, and his response was, and I quote, "You're a black belt. You're not smart enough to know what this mumbo jumbo is." Pretty close to his exact words.
Yeah, okay.
But there's 2 reasons why it's turned off.
Yeah.
One is so players aren't confused. And a little bit later on, you'll see why.
Yeah. Okay, formations. Let's move on here a little bit. Nothing too crazy. You're not doing unrunnables, of course. Nice. Shuffle scripts. Half the script count. Interesting to know. A side
Yep.
and B side. No alt fiends. You're nice.
They weren't in the
Yeah.
original.
Nope.
And spoilers. Okay, so
Yep. Yep.
Welcome to your party.
you get a black belt, and it looks like you can recruit a mage at taverns.
It is, yeah, mage recruitment only at taverns. This is the other reason why obfuscation was turned off. Is so you can have casters. I was nice and turned them back on.
Yeah.
Okay, because the original didn't have that.
With the shuffle, we know Corneria's there, right? So we do have that one.
Corneria Town is the only vanilla entrance in the game.
Okay. But
You better-
it could be
so-
a while before you see another one, so you better hope that's a red mage or a black mage.
No, it's gonna be a white mage just to stick in a lot of people's craw.
Oh yeah.
Just because it should be.
But I'm not that sadistic. Don't worry. It gets better. Maybe.
At least we have improved harm, so yes.
No, you have to have that.
I almost turned on thief lockpicking just because.
Okay. That would have been awesome. See, and here I thought you were going to start us at level 15 or something. Come on.
No, the original C didn't do that either.
Black belt doesn't even get bonus XP. I don't know. Come on.
Didn't it gain bonus in the original?
Actually, we may have to change. I may have to go and change the flag and have the wiki change because the black belt's supposed to be at 2.5x.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
So
black
that
belt
black
should-
belt is supposed to be at 2.5x. So that is actually wrong.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's what I thought, because that was how it was the original. It was the black belt gets levels quick.
And it was supposed to be the same in this one as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
some
yeah.
stuff might have gotten lost during the translation from.
Confirm that on your
old-
guys' own side, but yeah, it's not how it pulled up for me. So,
No, we know some flags kind of got chopped.
yep. Also, it's a good thing we're doing this the week before.
Hmm.
Random AoE caster. Okay, so we get a little
Yes.
bit of AoE magic.
You get something.
Yes, just in case it's white mage in Corneria with no fade or harm.
Yes,
Okay,
which is
the funny question to ask now is if you had that spell application on, would the caster item also be obscured?
yes, it
Yes,
does that.
it was.
Because the defense sword or the ruse stick that I found when I did the LL seed, it was like, well, this is gonna do one of two things. Either it's gonna do something to the enemy or something to me. And when I did something
Right.
to me, I was like, cool, that's the ruse.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Watch it turn into a fog sword.
No, you have to turn that on. I don't see that turned on.
Minus
Yep.
3 to plus 5. Thank
No,
you for our
no.
iron chucks.
No. Not checked. Not checked. Not enabled. You don't need weapons. You're a black belt, as Windfox, I'm sure, will tell you.
Yep. All gear not changed.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing here.
There's the big change, though. Not that.
What did I not see?
Scroll,
What did I not see?
scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh,
Scroll down.
the
Stop.
go.
That's the one.
Save when game over. Okay. A little bit fair. You take a dive, you lose it. Yeah.
That was pretty much the saving grace for this flag set to even survive the admin's yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That was the one thing that I think pushed it to the point where it's like, yeah, that's acceptable. We'll allow that.
Mm-hmm. This is doable.
Yeah.
So, knowing it's a black belt seed, why'd you leave retargeting off?
Because these flags were originally designed before that was out of
Fair.
beta, and we weren't
Fair.
sure if that was going to make it into the live branch, so I left it turned off.
And nothing too crazy on experimental here, so cool.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was that flag turned on the save on game over in the original LL?
Yes, it was.
I thought it was, because I remember dying and being like, I don't care. I have my grind. I'm good. And then we have the semis, which is different.
Yeah, let's go through this one kind of quickly too. But oops, all Wormex.
This one I know was a Maddie seed. This was a Maddie.
Mm-hmm. I remember poking in a time or two and seeing you guys talking about this one.
Yeah, so it is going to be a final boss of Warmech and Friends with a mid-Topher with no Fiend refights.
Well, and before we get too far on it, this is semis, so only 2 teams or 4 teams.
Correct.
This one.
2.
So it brags about it in the Fist chat.
No, sorry, it'd be 4. It'd be 4.
Yeah, so it should be 4 then 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yes,
mid-Topher.
She would brag about this one.
Warmech and Friends. We're gonna see a lot of Warmech, I'm assuming.
Oh, you have no idea.
Shard Hunt.
Okay.
Not too shabby here. Boss stats are actually down a little bit, so they're probably going to roll below vanilla.
With morale included in those stats, which is not normally a flag that's turned on.
Mm-hmm. So we going to see some chaos running?
I don't think that's entirely possible.
Warmech's the final boss, and I don't think even at 50 Warmech runs.
That's right. Yeah, we're not going to see chaos. Yep.
No. And to be fair, Chaos and Warmech, I think, share the same amount of morale, so it's not going to break, even if it was there.
Okay, 6 and plus 0.7. I think this is going to come back to get us in a little bit. This being slightly higher than normal.
Yeah, 627, as Woo Bear says, is there.
Okay, normal here. Let's see, 19 and 19. So items per, nothing loose.
I'm the one that did that. Okay.
Yeah, I just had to double check. So nothing, no dungeons here. Looks like it's just Ice Ordeals, Titans, Corneria, and Cardia. So cool. All random though.
Of course.
Excal Defense, Opal, Power, White, and Ribbon. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared that I'm just getting uh-huhs.
Mm-hmm. Continue. You haven't gotten to the best part yet.
Unfortunately, I know the best part. Early open progression. Maps and routings. Bahamut's Horde.
Zozo Melman is on, which is fun. It's a fun flag for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to the fun part of this flag set.
Yeah, so Melman will have encounters on the desert tiles.
Mm-hmm. Try to stay on the path.
Yeah, please. Treasures, chest items, we're all good. Everything's normal here. There's exactly 1 trap chest, so I can imagine right now what that is.
No.
Not with this one. Yeah, see, Warmech Guardian of the Maza. We get Warmech twice in here. The end and we get it twice. Yeah, that's all we got to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Shop Shuffle, Magic. Aw, looky. Life and Life 2. Isn't Maddie so sweet? Can I play this up anymore before we get there?
No, you're pretty much hyping it to the 10th degree.
Look, no unrunnables. Everything's great. Skip something important in incentives. Did I skip something important in incentives?
You
Main
did.
progression items
Are not turned on. Didn't see it.
Oh,
I did.
I did not see that.
Yep. Loot,
So
key,
it's-
rod, oxy, ale, chime, cube. They are not part of the randomized pool.
Yeah. So are they just vanilla? Because fetch quests are. So the end would be got it. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So, but again, this is only for the 4 teams that make it out of the round robin.
Yeah.
They're just in chess, exactly. They're somewhere and nowhere.
Okay, so looking good, looking good, looking good. Everything's right through here. Let's just skip this next one a little bit, and then
All fiends the bonuses are turned on, of course. The ultimate fiends FF1 is turned on. But the more important thing is Warmech is all.
we're making
He is
it
required.
everywhere.
He's required. He's patrolling, and he is unleashed.
You
Which
can
means
see Wormek everywhere.
that's a 3 and 64 encounter in all zones. All zones, all the time, everywhere.
So
with
how many battles
yeah.
we're getting, you will probably see Wormek somewhere.
Oh, for sure, you'll definitely see him.
But he is runnable. Yep.
He is runnable. Yep. We're not. Maddie wasn't that cruel.
Alternate fiends bonus. That doesn't change Wormek, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
It'll change it will shuffle what skills and spells are in the pool. His nuclears are going to be added to whatever else comes out. If Wormek has fade, everyone should laugh
and cry at the same time.
Because
you're going to see it so many times.
And then Bubbles will probably have nuclear.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 melee, 2 mage. Fairly standard. Yep. No draft, nothing too crazy there. 2, 1, magic innate. Thief's at 80, we like to see it. Night level 4 spell, good to see. Anything else I'm noticing here? Random AoE caster. Royal Pack Mule, that's an interesting one. Get a nice amount of items.
The most important thing is the consumables are Full Cure, Phoenix, Blast, and Smoke. The Smoke is going to be your big thing because they are available in normal shops. So that is a free run.
An instant run, yep. And then the Phoenix down, basically being able to a free life too, or free life, sorry.
Free life.
Yeah.
And then the Full Cure is Full Cure. Yeah. And Blast is a reduced fire 3.
Yeah. So they're going to be handy. They're going to be nice. Smoke to get away from our friendly neighborhood chicken. Yes.
Yep.
0 to 5 blurs. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that was nice of him. Which does mean the Vorpal is going to be the supreme weapon, but we already knew that.
Yeah, behind the katana. 40. Let's see. What else through here? Nothing too crazy. Experimental and nothing. All right, then. And we already talked about the Grand Rally at the end, so... All right, our Fall League planning committee here. What do you guys have to say about yourselves?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I fully expect to hear more complaints about week 2, just on the reality that it is not common. It's one of those things that a lot of FFR hasn't done in a long time, like tri-states, really quick progression testing. Hey, how's your routing?
Yeah, well, the tri-state and incentive items, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things where tri-states are not common in FFR flags anymore. They used to be in the past, very, very common back when I started. And
I think 2 loose was very common when we started.
2 loose was incredible. 2 loose was the meta for the longest time.
Yep.
So I kind of scaled it back a bit. Hence the thief at 50. Free airship allows you. It's a test of your routing and how you can get this figured out quickly.
Right.
Which is much better than the original purpose, which was you're on your own, blame ale.
which still fun.
That seed will make her comeback on Lefanian Ladder Season 3, don't you worry.
Oh, you're making me rethink joining it. I love
Hey, Woo Bear's in charge of it this year. You can blame him, not me.
it. But Windfox, what do you think?
I am very excited. I honestly very excited for Fall League. I was very happy to be accepted to be part of the committee. Actually,
Was this your first committee member?
yes, it is.
So how was the behind the scenes then for committee?
Um, it was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of here are the flags, run 2 or 3 seeds. Hey, this is what I think should be fixed. Other people can run it, and then figure it out from there, yes or no.
Yep. It was pretty much it. It was basically, I think these are good. I think these are good. And then we would all run them and say, like, okay, this has to be adjusted. This needs to be
Right.
adjusted.
So you gotta have a little behind the scenes here. How often did the channel get derailed, or were we just the two who did that, Oslato? Did this channel not get derailed?
No, I don't think it did. No, that was mostly you and me, because that's what happens when you get us in the same
together.
room together. We
Yeah.
do that all the time. Although Maddie was in the room, so there was a couple of times when things went off the deep end. So I'm not gonna leave her without blame.
Fair.
To be fair, though, she did contribute quite a number of seed ideas. There was at least one that she had that didn't get used,
Mm-hmm.
because the members were, like I said, the ones that were submitting flags were Maddie, myself, Windfox, and Darkmoon, and we've all
Mm-hmm.
have at least a flag in the running.
Yeah. Curious what that idea is. We'll have to find out someday, Classic Gamer.
I know I had a second one pitched early on,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was Fizzle that said these are too generic, spice them up a bit. I was like, all right,
Okay.
well, I was like, I have another flags idea I can bring in.
The word "spice
Meanwhile,
them up" scares me.
meanwhile, mine were the this is way too luck based.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is interesting because I have run week 2 a number of times with a number of people, and the reactions when they first do it, it's like, "What is this?" I will quote Luffy, "What is this? What is going on? What am I doing?" But to be fair, he hadn't actually read the flag, so
Yeah.
on.
Read the flags.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
we've been
I
going
look
here for.
forward to the
Oh,
I
yeah.
look forward to the feedback forms.
We've been going for about an hour now. Let's start to wrap this thing up. So, what do you two hope to see? Going into League here. Yeah.
Well, me personally, as I've already mentioned, this is the first time that alt fiends have really gotten a good bacon. They were released in bunches
Mm-hmm.
and really came into their own in 4.8. And they were never really looked at seriously. This is the first time where we've had Fall League where they are available and they're going to be used. And I'm really looking forward to see how they play out, because they do striking a balance. And I don't know if I've done this yet. There could be patches that have to be put in to downgrade them a little bit more. But I tried to make them more challenging, but not ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Just
curious to see how that works out.
basically seeing how the alt fiends play in, and honestly what people think about them, because there's some fun ones in there. There's also
Oh,
some
fun is.
pain in the necks in
Mhm.
there.
Oh well, again, we removed ruse due to feedback from runners, basically saying
Mm-hmm.
it's too strong. Again, like Boo Bear said, it takes 4 locks to remove a cast of ruse.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So that would only be 2 locks to remove an invis. So yeah, we kind of chucked that.
So, Windfox, what are you hoping to see from Fall League here?
I just want to see everyone have fun, really. It's been great to be part of the behind the scenes,
Mhm.
at least with the FFR community. I've done tournament admin stuff for other communities before. It was great to actually get more involved with the tournament stuff with this community, and really see how things are actually run behind the scenes and
Mhm.
be able to talk to more people than I normally would.
That's awesome.
Yep,
Well,
it's been
yeah.
it's been good.
So
Oh,
here's some. Oh, what? Who, when, where?
Classic Gamer, don't never fear. You will see it again. You will see that stuff again in the future, but you have to specifically turn it on. There is a chance that you will see hardcore fiend mode become a thing.
Oh
Ale
no.
has pushed very hard in my messages for this.
Oh no. I love it. Oh no.
All nukes. No, you'd never do that.
Oops, all nukes. Yeah. I'll second that. Oh no. Oh no. Before chat gets any more ideas, gentlemen, Oslato, I know you're normally here, but thank you guys for joining us for Fall League tonight. So we were gonna have Maddie on. We should have said this earlier, but wasn't feeling too great today. So if you see Maddie in the Discord, go ahead and send her a thanks for all the work behind the scenes too here, because I know that this was a lot after doing some just with winter tournament and other stuff. It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
So thank you both.
Yeah, it's good. I'm happy to be back. I did Fall League last year, and and I'll probably end up doing WT again after
Mhm.
this. Yeah, it's good. I mean, yeah, I enjoy being on the committees. I enjoy subjecting others to the ridiculousness that I think up.
The craziness here. But unless you guys have any final thoughts here, this is a little bit of a different one because we went through everything here, and both of these people, well, one of them's the co-host of the podcast here, but Windfox has already gone through all of the pulp questions. We're not going to throw
Yeah.
you through it all again here, so we're going to kind of end just a little bit differently today, and just kind of thank everyone for showing up, and thank you two for talking about the league.
Mhm. Well, be aware though, because the next little bit, Fall League will be going. We will
Mm-hmm.
be on hiatus again
Yep,
because
with games
we'll
on
be running.
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be running. I want
For
to
some
see.
reason, my schedule was free Tuesday nights to run. I wonder why.
I don't know, but I want to see. I hope to see a great turnout. People coming out, especially supporting the new Bubble Soda Co. I've seen all the different flavors of soda out there. I'm looking forward to hearing you guys cheering us on and listening to me calming constantly on these races to the point where my vocal cords will give out. Yes, Jay.
Trash
We'll
Island.
see. It's going to do the same thing Trash Highland always does.
Oh, one of these days. Thanks a lot.
Ambitious, but rubbish.
Mm-hmm. We explode in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah. But with that, are we gonna call it a day here?
I think we are. I want to again thanks to FFR for letting us continue to do this.
Always.
Thank you to everyone that showed up to view it. Once again, big shout out to the my fellow FFR devs who have done amazing work to fix bugs that have come up and add features and stuff like that. Once again, the community, you are the driving force behind that. You make suggestions. We do them. It's weird,
Yep.
but we do. Yeah, I tune into the Fall League again starting next week. The first match is indeed going to be on a.
I think it's
I
next
think it'd be right
Tuesday.
around. I think it's
Yeah.
next Tuesday. I think it is.
I
next
literally
Tuesday.
think we're 1 week away because the end
Yep.
of it's here. The reveal stream is this weekend, and then we go.
Yep. September the 24th, 9 p.m. RPG Limit Break. Tune in to the Bubble Soda Code doing most of the work. It's going to be Oslodo and not Oslodo with Windfox tracking, along with Budgemono and Dark Moon restreaming. So by all means, come on out and give it a look-see. It's going to be great. Week 1, spoiler week.
Have some fun with it. But with
Indeed.
that, let's call it an evening. So, see ya, everyone.
See you in a few weeks.
Bye.